5.3 day 2. So today we are going to do the exact same thing we did yesterday, but we're going to obviously complicate it, mess it back up a little bit more. And we now are bringing in groups, parentheses. We're going to have to distribute. So we're going to distribute here because they're going to have grouping symbols. We got grouping symbols on the left side of this one, and we got grouping symbols on both sides. Guys, the biggest thing that you can take from this is that it doesn't matter if there's grouping symbols or not. The biggest key is if I multiply or divide by a negative to both sides of the inequality, that's when you're going to what? If I multiply and divide by a negative number to both sides, that's when I'm going to switch the inequality symbol. Okay? So, the first one. Notice that there is one group of parentheses on the left-hand side. So I need to take the 6 and distribute it in. So what's 6 times 5z? 30z. What's 6 times negative 3?
18.
Negative 18. Leaving 36z alone, yes? Now, notice that there are z's on both sides. And since there are z's on both sides, you guys want to move which one?
The smaller one.
The smaller one. The smaller one usually gives us the best opportunity to stay positive, right? So, subtract 30z from both sides. Negative 18 and 6z. Do I change that inequality symbol? No, because I did not multiply it or divide by a negative. To get z by itself, you will now do what? Divide by 6. Do I flip the inequality now? Nope. What's negative 18 divided by 6? Negative 3. And of course, you should be able to, just like last night's homework, we want to, number 1, solve it. Number 2, write it in set notation. And then graph it. So, set notation. Squiggly bracket z such that z greater than or equal to, because the whole thing is being flipped around, right? Negative 3. And that's a wrong bracket. There we go. Bracket. Right? Set notation. If I graph it, I have an open dot or closed dot at negative 3. Closed dot. On negative 3, 0 would be to the right. Is 0 greater than or equal to negative 3? That is true, so I'm going to shade towards 0. Always check a point before you shade. 0 is a really good one, unless 0 is your checkpoint or your endpoint. Second one, I got 2 sets of parentheses. What am I going to do on each side? Distribute on each side. So I would like you guys to do that right now on your own. And then we'll come together and finish these. So, distribute the 2. 2 times h. 2h. 2 times 6. 12. Do I change the symbol? No.
Is that a Z or a 2?
Z's have handlebars. Negative 3 times 8. Negative 24. Most people were able to get this. Then they messed up right here because they didn't show their work. Negative 3 times negative h. That is a plus 3h. How many people had a plus 3h there? Okay, it's looking promising. Now, in a problem like this, which one's smaller, 2h or 3h?
2H.
So move that one. So to get rid of 2H, I'm going to subtract 2H. So 12 is greater than negative 24 plus H. Add 24. 36 equals is greater than H. Notation. Set notation would be H such that H is less than 36. 36, open or closed? Open dot. 0 is way over here now, isn't it? No, it's not. 0 is over here. Is 0 less than 36? Or no, wait, I was right. Yes, I was right. Wow, it's definitely not a good day right now. Okay, 0. So I shade to the left. Next one is we got inequalities that look kind of like what we just did, but they're a little bit more involved because we got some plus or minuses outside of groups. But this one is going to have an example of an empty set and then all real numbers, aka no solution, and all real solutions or infinite many. So each one of these will highlight a different one of those ideas. So I want you guys to work through A. We'll come back and we'll show what does the results mean. So on this one, it's 18 minus 3 times the quantity 8c plus 4. So I need to multiply the negative 3 in first. Negative 3 times, 18 comes along for the ride. Negative 3 times 8?
24.
Negative 24c. And, whoops, too far. 3 times 4?
12.
So it's a negative 12. Sorry, it was a negative 3 times 4, which is negative 12. I keep going, jump to the other side. I jump to the other side, and it's less than or greater than or equal to negative 6 times 4c. Negative 24c. Negative 1, or negative 6 times negative 1?
Negative 6.
Plus 6.
Oh, plus 6.
Because negative makes a positive. Now, before I move on, bringing things left and right, I'm going to simplify. What's 18 minus 12? Because those are common terms. So negative 24c plus 6 is greater than or equal to negative 24c plus 6. That's kind of interesting. I want to get c by itself, so which one's smaller, negative 24c or negative 24c? They're the same, so let's just add 24c then. What happens? They cancel. Uh-oh. 6 is greater than or equal to 6. When is that true?
Never.
All the time.
All the time?
Because it says greater than or equal to. Is 6 equal to 6?
Yes.
Can you have 6 be greater than 6?
Yes.
No. But because it has that equal to, it's allowed. And if I wanted to, I could subtract 6 from both sides, and 0 is greater than or equal to 0. Or what happens if I would have divided by 6? Then if it 1 is greater than or equal to 1. Anytime you get a situation like that, the answer is all real numbers. Or infinite many. If you don't put all real numbers, then you can put infinite many instead. You have to put something. Because it's not just 0, it's everything. So let's look what happens. If that one's the infinite solutions, then the other one must be for no solution. 46 is going to stay, yes. Less than or equal to 8m, going to stay. What's negative 4 times 2m? Negative 8m. And negative 4 times 5 is negative 20. Oh, what happens to the 8m minus 8m? They cancel. And so you get 46 is less than or equal to 20. Is 20 bigger than 46? Are they equal? No. So no solution. What's that now?
You did that way too fast.
Day 2's homework is the worksheet. I'm going to call it worksheet 5.3, but it does say evaluating multi-step inequalities. Have a great day.